What's up, everybody? Welcome to C Squared Trading. All right, check this out. This is really neat, and I had to go over this for you. Um, and I wanted to really, show you guys what it looks like to trade mentally and what happens. So over time, your frustration over each trade, so each one of these dots is a trade, okay? So over time, your frustration goes up as your profitability goes down. So as you lose on each trade, 100, 100, 100, 0, negative 50, your frustration goes way up, okay? And so at the highest peak of your frustration, so you then make another trade and you make $100, your frustration goes all the way back down. And in fact, you probably fall into a category of elation. And so then it starts back over again as you lose money. And so this is typically what I would say a successful trader would look like is they lose, 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 and then they hit a home run or a really good trade. But they're taking very calculated risk here. So one thing that is if you leave emotion at the door and you just take these calculated risks and you fully 100% expect to lose that money, if you fully expect to lose this $100 each time and you never let it go past that amount, your frustration won't be as high. And so when the home run trade sets up and you're ready to go, then you're like your frustration doesn't block you from making that trade. So our brains want to link each trade to each other, right? We want to link this trade to this. Oh, I didn't do good. I didn't do good again. I didn't do good again. I didn't do good again. If you can unlink these, right? If you can just unlink these trades in your brain and say that individual trade on its own does not connect to this next trade, it will lower your frustration because you'll fully expect to lose that $100 or 50 or 200 depending on your account size. And basically you don't want to link the trades together in your brain. Okay? You don't want to remember the last trade you did. You want to just remember that you're on course to tighten up these losses as tight as you can with a proven strategy that works. See, if you have a strategy, you can follow this and have predictable losses that lead to a huge gain. Okay? And so when you hit the home run out of the park, eventually what a really, really successful trader will look like is that imagine this is the chart of time and frustration going to the right, okay? What it would more look like for a trader over time is this, okay? It's not as, the emotional swings aren't as wild. And then what happens is they just know that each trade, they just got to try it, and eventually they will nail one or nail two or three or four in a row. But you got to remember they're not linked to each other. So if you've done 10 or 20 trades and then you hit a home run, it doesn't matter. You just keep moving forward because each trade setup, as long as the process is consistent and you're looking for the right setups, the frustration amount starts to drop over time as you become a better trader. But initially, you're just frustrated because you can't hit anything. And so a lot of your decisions are emotionally based and all your trades are linked to each other. Like, I just can't do anything. That's not true. You're doing it. You're losing money, which is what a trader does sometimes. They lose money, and you're a trader. So if you lose money, make sure you're tightening up these losses and you're not remembering the next loss. And in order to do that, maybe your loss needs to be smaller. Maybe you need to be losing $50, not 100. Maybe you need to be losing 100 and not 200. Okay? So tighten up those losses and just move on to the next one, next one, next one. And it takes time. But remember, that's part of the game. It's all mental. So then you hit a home run. Don't get excited. Stop getting excited because that's what ruins it. Because the next one, you go even bigger in it. Okay? So when the winner comes and it turns positive for you, let it run. It may take a few hours to develop on all these trades. But after a few hours, maybe you're down $100. Maybe it's time to take the loss. Move on to the next one or retry this other one if it sets up again. But either way, move on until you get your winner and then move on again. And over time, your equity curve should look like this. You should be going down in value. Maybe you spike here on a profit. Maybe you spike here. I don't know. But then eventually you get a big one. and it goes back down again, and you get another big one, and you're up to this level again. So your equity curve over time goes up and to the right. But you got to remember, these losses are part of trading. And so I just laugh at people that email me, like, send me a free trial, or let me do this, or let me see how your trades are. It doesn't matter how my trades are. They're not linked to yours. You have to look at the data you have in your brokerage account right now with all the trades you've already got. You could probably go back and look and see multiple losses and then a small win. It's because you were frustrated and that win didn't run into a big win. Okay? And so if you can understand that when you fully accept the loss and that the trades are not linked to each other, they are statistically independent of each other, at some point you will have a big trade come on and you need to let it run just like you let these run to a loss. So turn the word loss into, I'm one step closer. I'm one step closer. I'm one step closer. Turn the win into good. Let it run. So there you go, guys. Hope that helps get the psychology part down a little bit. Again, I've got a proven process that works. We're going to be opening up the group coaching webinar, and we're going to go through a lot of this stuff together in our group sessions. I've got a lot of guys I'm actually messaging right now. They're all trading, and they've got this stuff down pat. They are figuring it out, so it's really awesome. I hope I can have you guys in the group coaching session. We'll be launching that webinar soon. We closed the boot camp. The group coaching was the most popular thing that we've launched, and we're super excited to bring it back. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'll talk to you soon. And be looking out for that. And also, I've got a deal with Benzinga that I'm going to be doing for you guys as well.